banana! There's a banana in this title! Bring that back!
Here we go, lock up in the center of the ring. High voltage Omar versus Kirby Wackermaan. HVO, the number 2 seed, Kirby, the number 7. Both these guys play to the crowd in much different ways.
Absolutely, and it's entirely possible we could see another upset here as these two square off. Kirby Wackermaan, again, having a mixed win-loss record here at NYCW. High voltage Omar with a very strong win-loss record, but again, Kirby Wackermaan and High voltage Omar falling into the trap of bouncing that indestructible forehead off the top turnbuckle, but Kirby Wackermaan is continuing on, even though High voltage Omar stepped away, and he has no ill effects whatsoever as he slams High voltage Omar into the top turnbuckle, then picks him up and slams him down with a scoop slam.
Turnabout is fair play, and there's that indestructible skull of Wackermaan.
Absolutely nails him with it, and now holds on to a chinlock as Omar kicks out at 2.
And we know Omar's coming into this match not looking to play games, not looking to clown around. We saw him kind of have an on and off match with Fox Vineyard last month, which led to his first loss here at NYCW. They had a thumb wrestling contest, arm wrestling contest in the middle of the ring. They played to the crowd a little too much, and I don't think Omar was in the right headspace to pick up that victory, and you can tell that he regrets it.
Certainly, but will he underestimate Kirby Wackermaan and take him lightly, since he has had victories over a number of very strong opponents here? And that's the question, and will Kirby Wackermaan be able to take advantage of that? Fireman's carry now by Wackermaan has him up. Airplane spin now by Kirby Wackermaan. Looks like he might be dizzying himself out, though. Omar able to slip out the back door with an eye rake for good measure. And Kirby Wackermaan goes into the corner. High voltage Omar out, leg lariat by Omar. As Kirby Wackermaan has an indestructible forehead, but not an indestructible face. But High voltage Omar makes the mistake of trying to headbutt him, and that backs him off again as Kirby Wackermaan follows up with a headbutt of his own, and that certainly has plenty of effect on HVO.
Yeah, Omar with a couple of mistakes here in the beginning of this match, but
Kirby's a weird guy. It's tough wrestling a weird guy. That's the truth of it. He's got a very unique moveset. He has a very unique style of offense, and he has that indestructible skull. You just want to hit a guy in the head, and it doesn't work with Kirby, as High voltage Omar nails his second vertical suplex in a row and going for the Three Amigos, gets him up, drops him down, and he hits it, floats over, cover 1, 2, and Wackermaan kicks out at 2.
Omar with a big strength advantage. If you follow us on Facebook, I'm sure you saw Omar working out at the gym this week, saying if you're not working, you're not hungry. That shows you don't want it, and he wants it, and he's here to prove it.
And High voltage Omar cutting off the wind to Kirby Wackerman's air pipe.
And I have to say, he's taking this match rather seriously. He hasn't once yelled at the hot dog at ringside or made a rude gesture to the fans.
That's true. I mean, I did pose the question, but it does seem like he is very focused in this match. And he is going to need to take Kirby Wackermaan seriously in order to get the victory here. Going to try and pull him out for an Irish whip. And Kirby Wackermaan manages to stop in his boots, but then, runs right into a clothesline. High voltage Omar baiting him in a little bit there. Pulls Kirby Wackermaan to his feet, throws him into the corner, and then manages to put some boots in before Kirby Wackermaan can recover. Again, the turnbuckle smash didn't do much, but Omar put the boots in, and that will affect Kirby. Handspring by Omar. Tries with the back elbow, but Kirby Wackermaan catches him.
Locked his hands, and now he's going for a pump handle.
We go for the Megaton drop here. Backbreaker across the knee of Wackermaan, follows up.
Big bulldog.
And now both men down, but a beautiful display of offense there by Kirby Wackermaan.
Kirby's been impressive so far. I didn't think that he would get in this kind of offense, but he's really laid into Omar every opportunity that he's had.
Again, we saw it with Lance Madewell. We're seeing it now with Kirby. how important this title is to everybody involved, especially those underdog lower seeds. They've got something to prove. They saw that number 6, that number 7 next to their name, and they didn't like it very much. So they are going to do everything that they can to prove the people who made those rankings wrong, to show that they are the top dog here at NYCW. Atomic drop, and now an inverted atomic drop by Kirby Wackermaan as he comes out, goes behind, gets that pump handle again. Could be looking to put Omar away here. Omar holds on to the hair, though.
Full of hair.
And he hooks him to Cobra Clutch. Could be going for the shock drop, but no! Kirby Wackermaan drops down, shifts his hips, and connects with a jawbreaker to High Voltage Omar, and Omar could be out. He hasn't moved. If Kirby can get there and get the cover, we could have our second upset in a row.
Kirby's on that next level here, going toe-to-toe with the number 2 seed, and the crowd's behind him.
And Omar gets him, gonna go for another vertical suplex here. Kirby Wackermaan out the back.
Another reversal by Wackermaan. He's got the pump handle locked in again.
Picks him up, Megaton drop! And that's gotta be it, 1, 2, no! High Voltage Omar just barely kicking out. Thought we were gonna have our second big upset of the evening, but High Voltage Omar did manage to get the arm up. Kirby Wackermaan signaling that he might be going to the corner. He might be looking for a diving headbutt.
And that's quite a distance here.
That is quite a distance, but if he hits it, that will put High Voltage Omar away for good. I mean, like in this match, like it won't probably kill him, but High Voltage Omar up, hits the ropes, crotches Kirby on the top rope as he was signaling to the crowd, and now he's gonna try and get him hooked.
Somewhat of a muscle, but
no, he just holds it up and jackhammers him right in the center of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. High Voltage Omar advances to the main event and will be fighting for the NYCW title, but Kirby Wackermaan really gave him all he could handle, and just barely, Omar comes away with the victory.
A great showing. One mistake by Kirby there, going to the top rope. Omar finds himself with the advantage, hits that.
And that shows you, just with a high-level wrestler like High Voltage Omar, one mistake is all it needs to be in order for you to face the loss. And High Voltage Omar now taking the opportunity to show off to the crowd.
16 Stone Brew Pub section chanting HV no.
And Kirby Wackermaan unfortunately getting handed a tough loss, but really gave High Voltage Omar everything he could handle there.
And a good showing. We could see Kirby going places. He keeps that caliber of match up.
Absolutely. That performance would have beaten a lot of guys here at NYCW. If he can keep that sort of intensity and momentum going, we could be talking about Kirby Wackermaan back in the NYCW title scene before we know it.
Our next match in our qualifier tournament is scheduled